It's 2013 and the year is rocking already. Hello, thank you for coming by. Tori Magoo 44. Amazing. This year is kicking off. It's going to be an amazing year. Last year was an incredible year, and thank you to everybody who's helped out on this, because years ago when I started doing this in 2000, I escaped out in 2000 and started speaking out, and I felt like there were like 4 or 5 of us that would say our names that were ex-Scientologists. And, it was like this, and, maybe 10 at the most that would speak out and say our names and say who we were. And, they were attacking us all the time. I mean, it was incredible. But I and the other people that spoke out knew about Scientology's intense manipulation of people and media and things like that. And I used to say back then, I've said it for 12 years to David Miscavige, you can run, but you cannot hide. And this week was a perfect example of it. Monday, The Atlantic did an article on what the name of it. Wait, let me read it because it's so great. David Miscavige leads Scientology to milestone year. And it was just this whole big hoopla about how great it was. Well, by midnight, they had taken it down, realizing that they had not really looked into all the sides of it, and had, they also had some media people that were censoring basically communication. So only the good comments about Scientology were coming onto it. Now, I know about this because I used to work with OSA doing that. OSA is the Office of Special Affairs, for anybody new. They generally handle PR and media. That's what you know about when you're in the Scientology Truman Show, which is what I call it. And a lot of new people are coming on. That's why I'm saying it. So I apologize if it's repetitive. But anyway, there you go. So I used to call in. They would call up and say, oh, it's going to be on this radio station or whatever. They really didn't have many people on the internet at that time. So we were calling, for like talk shows and things like that, and talking about how great Scientology was. And I really meant it. I mean, I really was a Scientologist. I really felt like if they hadn't said, say this or that, they would just call me up and say, call in and, tell them your story. And I would say, I think Scientology is great. I sounded probably like these other people that, that you read, and, Scientology really helped my life. And it did. I really felt like it did. But the tricky part of it is they've never heard the other side of it. Neither had I. Not ever. And I know people out there are like, well, I would never do that. But you don't know. We got in before the internet, and there was no way to find out the other side without getting declared suppressive, which just happen to have it here. Haven't brought it out in a while, so just in case you missed it, here it is. It's my suppressive person declare. I was married, Tori Bazazian, and it was the 15th of September, 2000. Mark Bunker did the video, Magoo Dancing in Boston. He put it up on the internet, and they declared me the next day. And for anyone who says there's no disconnection, this is the exact proof of it. Her only terminal is the International Justice Chief via the Continental Justice Chief. There. Okay, so they blow it. They do this Atlantic article. By midnight, they take it down. And by Tuesday, they write an apology for it. I'm going to put the links in here on it. It's a very hot week. They're trying to divert things. That's what they do. They've got to divert traffic. Whenever shit like this goes down, you can always go, okay, wait a minute. This is going down with Scientology. What's going down elsewhere that they don't want us to look at? And here's what they don't want you to look at. First of all, I think Nancy Maney's on TV tomorrow night. So look around the net, type in Nancy Maney, find out where it is. I'm sorry I don't have it, but I'm pretty sure she's on TV tomorrow night. Thursday, Lawrence Wright's book is coming out, which is really detailed. He's done some fantastic research. It's going to be an excellent book. Going Clear, Scientology Hollywood, and the Prison of Belief. Okay, and then also on Thursday, Paul Haggis is going to be on Rock Center with Brian Williams. So remember, Paul Haggis is a director who left Scientology over the issue of they being so homophobic and anti-gay. So both of those are going to be very hot, and that's why all this is blowing up, because Scientology is trying to keep everybody's attention off of these other things. So please make sure to get Lawrence Wright's book. Also, John Sweeney's coming out with a book soon, which I'll tell you about as soon as we know when it's coming out. And I believe Jenna Miscavige is also coming out with a book. That's David Miscavige's niece. So David Miscavige, you can run, but you cannot hide. Keep that in mind, babe. I've told you it for 12 years, and I'm going to keep telling you it. Because you keep doing this nasty, creepy stuff, and you know what? It just doesn't work. And they do not get social media, and we all do. And it's so fantastic. So I can't thank you all enough. I'll put the links here for anything that goes into it in more detail. Tony Ortega's done a really good thing on it. And so anyway, those links will be here. All right? I love you guys. It's the beginning of an excellent year. So thank you and ciao.